What if I told you? Someone you never knew existed was watching your every move, and by the time you realized it, it was already too late. This is my true story. My name is Rhian, and what happened to me will change how you think about being alone forever. It was winter 1993. I was working night shifts at a hospital in the suburbs, exhausted, overworked, living alone. I thought I was safe. I thought nobody cared about my life. I was so wrong. Every night I'd walk the same route home. Dark street, thick fog, a single flickering street lamp. I never thought anything of it. Just another cold night. Just another walk home. But someone was counting those walks. The letter came on a Tuesday. I found it shoved beneath my door. No postage, no address, just my name written in shaky, unstable handwriting. My hands were shaking when I opened it. Inside was a Polaroid photograph, and when I saw it, I felt my stomach drop to the floor. It was me, walking down my street, taken just hours before. My coat, my hair, my exact route home from work. But I had no idea anyone was watching. I flipped the photo over with trembling fingers. On the back, written in the same unstable handwriting, was a single message. I see you. That's it. Just 3 words. But in that moment, I felt like someone had just reached through my chest and squeezed my heart. I see you. I ran to every window, drew the curtains, locked every door, checked the locks 3, 4, 5 times. But the terror didn't leave. It just settled, like a predator curling up at the foot of my bed. I reported it to the police. They said it was probably just a prank. Kids these days, the officer said with a shrug, put up some motion sensor lights. You'll be fine. I wasn't fine. Because 3 days later, another letter arrived. This time, there were 3 photographs. One from my morning jog, one from work, one from the grocery store. Each one showing me. Each one taken without my knowledge. Each one more recent than the last. And this time, the message was different. You're beautiful when you're scared. I called the police again. This time, they took it more seriously. But they couldn't do anything. No faces in the photos. No clear location markers. Nothing to trace. For 6 days, nothing happened. Radio silence. And somehow, that was worse than the letters. Sleep became impossible. Every noise was him. Every shadow was him. I'd wake up at 3 a.m. with my heart pounding, certain I could hear breathing at my window. Sometimes I'd see them, blurred figures at the edge of my vision. Just there, watching. Then gone. My shoes were wet every morning, soaked in dew, even though my doors were locked. How was that possible? I started changing my route, taking different streets, different times. Didn't matter. The letters kept coming. Day 7, a photo of me at the grocery store. Day 9, a photo of me at the hospital entrance. Day 12, a photo from inside my apartment window. Wait, inside my window. From inside. That's when I knew. He had a key. The night everything changed, I was sitting in my bedroom with every light on, every lock secured. And then, I heard it. Heavy breathing, just outside my door, and a slow, deliberate, scratching sound, like fingernails on wood. The doorknob began to turn, slowly, deliberately, testing. My hands went ice cold. I grabbed a lamp, held it like a weapon, and watched that doorknob rotate inch by inch. My lips were moving, but no sound was coming out. Then the fog started seeping under the door, a dense, impossible fog, pooling at my feet. And from the darkness of my bedroom, shadows began to move. Not one, not 2, dozens. featureless, silent, reaching. When I woke up, the sun was rising. The door was closed. The fog was gone. Everything was silent and still and wrong. I spent hours checking every room, every window, every corner. Nothing was disturbed. Nothing was broken. Except me. I was shaking, weeping, barely holding on to reality. That's when I realized I had to leave. I packed what I could and walked toward the front door. And that's when I saw it. A note slipped under the door, dated this morning. Thank you for finally inviting me inside. I dropped everything and ran. I ran for 3 days straight. I changed my name, moved to a different country, got a new job, a new life. But here's the thing that still haunts me. I never found out who it was. And sometimes, on foggy nights, I still get letters. Different addresses, different cities, different countries, but always the same message. I see you. And in the corner of each photo, just barely visible, is a shadow, a shape, watching. That's the end of my story. For now. If you enjoyed this horror tale, please like, comment, and subscribe for more terrifying true stories. What would you do if you were the watcher? Let me know in the comments below. And if you ever get a mysterious letter, don't open it alone.